weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good pickup there of 22.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Carr now on first down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I think it's easy to say not many people expected 100 catches or 1,000 yards out of Hunter Renfrow last season, but it's time to set those low expectations aside. He's one of the breakout players at receiver in the NFL and one of the better players at his position. Picks up a first down there for him on that play.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing now is Carr. Touchdown! Davante Adams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. 7-7, our score after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Brought down at the 20.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Phillip Lindsay, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Throwing his car on third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Carr now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On first down, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down and 3.
On play action, now Carr. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they...
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and the best.